What's up, guys? A little more serious topic here. So in case you guys didn't know, we have a win in the drone community. The UAV community has finally taken a win from the FAA. So for those of you guys who don't know what's taken place, basically you don't have to register your drone anymore, or your UAV, or your multi-rotor, or your quadcopter, unless you're going to use it for commercial use. For those of you guys that are already registered, I have no idea what's going to happen with you. I would still keep your registration on you because you already have registered, and you really don't want to run into any problems down the road. But like I said, for all you new pilots or people coming out or people that bought a new bird or any of the above list, do not feel the need to register unless you're going to use it for commercial purposes. Then you have to individually register each of your drones, not one registration number for all of them, one registration per drone, okay? That's only for commercial use. So what does this really mean, guys? What does this mean for you? It's a big win. It is definitely a big win. It went to court. The FAA lawyers got chewed up and spit out, basically, and we fall under the same classification as model, basically like model airplane, okay? And they can enforce certain things on the model airplane. And it was basically thrown out of the courtroom. Like, they were just like, no. Your argument is not valid enough for us to say yes, that every one of these UAVs out there needs to be registered. Only if they have a purpose like commercial use, if they're going to be commercially flying these, then they need to be registered. So give yourselves a clap and a good little pat on the back, because you guys deserve it. That is a win for the multi-rotor community, hands down. Now, what does that really entail, though? Does that mean that you don't have to follow the rules? No, all the same rules still apply. Don't fly over people. Don't fly over the altitude, ceiling height. Don't fly, all the same rules that you can find on the FAA website still apply. Now, I can tell you this. They're fighting for distance, because what's happening is they're saying, well, you can only fly line of sight. And people are going, well, how does that work if we're falling under the same category now as like model airplane, stuff like that? What about these RC jet pilots that fly out a kilometer and do a loop and fly out a kilometer and do a loop? Those guys aren't held down by any restrictions or laws. They just have to be near an airfield to actually fly it. So do I think they can actually do anything about how far you're flying? No. I think they want you to not fly far, but do I think they can actually enforce it? I do not. I do not think they can actually enforce how far you're flying. Now, if you guys are breaking the altitude barrier, well, then you're just an idiot, first of all, for doing it, okay? I have a few people that I'm still subscribed to that do it. However, okay, please, all of you that are out there, this is coming from me. You are messing with actual flying birds with people on them. I can only ask you to not fly where actual air traffic flies. We have our own zone, guys. 400 feet is us, okay? And I understand helicopters can fly in that air zone, okay? And you still got to make way for helicopters if they're flying at that low altitude. But dudes, please do not break the altitude barrier. I get questions on my YouTube channel all the time. How do you turn this off? I want to go like 1,000 meters high into the clouds. And it's like, well, now we're done talking, because I don't want to help you get 1,000 meters in the sky, okay? I'm a hobbyist. I enjoy doing this hobby. This is fun for me, and people like you ruin it for people like me who just want to have a good time and not have all these restrictions and registrations and all this other fun stuff that they keep pushing on us. You people are the reason why it keeps happening. This is me being honest with you. I don't sugarcoat shit. Don't like it, don't care. Dan does not give a okay? I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm here to tell you how it is. And guys, this is a major win for the multi-rotor community. All day I've been getting messages from people telling me that we won. Even Ross sent me a link to it saying that this guy went to court, fought it. FAA looked like a bunch of douchebags that got, dragged through the mutt by their face, and they did. And this is a major win for us multi-rotor people hobbyists, okay? As for commercial users, you guys know I am starting to focus on taking the 107, and I want to do that. So either way, I'm going to have to register mine at some point. And guys, we're talking like classifications like this. The solo, you don't have to register this anymore. You don't. It's not a requirement to register this bird based on its weight limit. Okay? You know, even the Bugs 3. The Bugs 3. This breaks the weight limit. You don't have to register this anymore. It is not a requirement. Do not feel obligated to register your big UAVs. Okay? These have been classified now as basically model airplanes. They can't do anything about it. You are not required to register unless you plan on using them for commercial use. So now that we've had that talk, you guys know how I feel. You've been given the information. Follow the rules, and let's keep this a fun hobby for everybody. When you break the rules, you cause more restrictions. We lose out. Pretty soon, no drones. Follow the rules, dudes. And I'm out. Toodaloo.